Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. Now, Vitalik put up some polls for what would be the best Ethereum substitute if everything in the world could be one coin by 2035. Of course, Ethereum was not in this poll because it's looking for Ethereum substitutes. Now, this is interesting to see what people think and interesting to see how dumb some people actually were. Obviously, if you're talking about a substitute for Ethereum, you're going to be talking about a crypto network that has smart contracts that can run DeFi, and that's obviously not a fiat. So the large amount of people that actually voted for USD have no idea what they're talking about. I mean, USD is fine and it will actually exist in digital format in 2035. I can pretty much guarantee you that. And it still will be used pretty much everywhere in the United States, maybe even some internationally probably, because I don't see anything flipping USD anytime soon or replacing USD. BTC actually got a lot of votes as well. So we're going to just discount the BTC and USD votes because BTC can't replace ETH. BTC does not have smart contracts. It's still proof of work, meaning that by 2035, it actually might be kind of obsolete because of all the environmental stuff and because it just costs way too much money to actually maintain. Something will flip BTC by that time. Could be ETH that flips BTC, but ETH has its own problems in terms of fees, as you all know, and before they get that problem solved, obviously before they get that problem solved, something could overtake it. Something that has better technology and better scaling, like any of the other options. Now, TRON outside of those, ADA actually outside of those got the most votes. ADA actually got the most votes overall. Out of half, 750,000 voters, it probably got 35% of the vote on Cardano. Now, Cardano is an interesting one because it hasn't released its major apps yet. Yes, Muesli Swap does exist. It has $1.7 million locked in TVL, but no one really uses Muesli Swap. It's still kind of in beta according to themselves, so no one's really going to use that. We are all waiting for the launch of something like Sunday Swap. But the fact remains that none of Cardano's major apps have hit the market yet, so Cardano is yet to be determined on what it can actually do. And also, one of the reasons that Sunday Swap is being careful is because they are worried about congestion issues when Cardano actually launches. Now, Cardano is supposed to have solved at least Ethereum's scaling problem. It hasn't solved scaling altogether, but it should have solved Ethereum's scaling problem. And it doesn't look like that's really the case yet, because if it did, there wouldn't be as much congestion. They'll say the congestion will relieve after a couple of days. They really do need Hydra, but that's a long time in coming because Hydra is part of Basho, and that actually might be another year or another couple of months at least. Not really sure when that comes to. Cardano hasn't had any congestion so far because there aren't too many apps on it, but with smart contracts and everything, that could actually be a problem. But it got the the largest number of votes for what can actually place Ethereum. So this is why some of the Ethereum fanboys are probably trying to badmouth Cardano, because they know it does actually pose the biggest threat to ETH. Also, Cardano does have staking and it will have, well, it already kind of has DeFi right now on TVL. I can't really find it, but it does actually have TVL. And it will have TVL after Sunday Swap, Occam, and such comes out. So that actually got the most, the other big number of votes. TRON actually got the most, the next number. Now, TRON is a funky one because we don't really know if it's centralized or not. A lot of people actually claim that it's a server cluster Justin Sun has somewhere, and I can't really discount that because we really haven't seen much in terms of proof. You know, Justin Sun kept everything under wraps, and just because he's the official ambassador to the WEO, His Excellency Justin Sun is now the official ambassador to the WTO for Grenada, doesn't actually mean he's still not involved in TRON. He's not the CEO of TRON anymore, but that doesn't mean he doesn't hold a lot of shares and is still involved. I think he actually took the position for Grenada because he gets the title His Excellency. I mean, I would have taken it just for the title, and I would troll my friends with it all the time. But His Excellency Justin Sun is probably still involved, holds a lot of TRON, and we don't really know if TRON's nodes are centralized or not. We do know that TRON's nodes do not really have the scaling problem. It can run up to about 1,000 TPS without too much issue. The other ones like BNB is centralized. Solana is centralized right now. And the other options like DOT, Neo, I'm not really sure. Neo is kind of a black box. It's kind of like Chinese Ethereum, but we don't really know too much about Neo. And also, like Neo, I don't know if it has that many apps on it or what its plans actually are. Neo 2.0 was a flop, so I don't really have too much hope for Neo 3.0. That just came out a little while ago, I believe. So I don't really know about Neo. I don't really know why anyone voted BTC or USD, but I think they should have actually like included some others, like Harmony, like Harmony One, maybe Avalanche, even though that's mostly just DeFi. Maybe like Near or something. I don't think those would have gotten too many votes. Like Algorand, there's a lot of other options, but right now people are looking at basically Ethereum, like Cardano, Tron, and Solana, and BNB as the most likely options. I don't quite agree with that. I think Cardano would be one of the most likely options, but then you have like Luna, Cardano, and then I would have like Luna, maybe AVAX, Polygon, obviously, because Polygon's sucking up a lot of Ethereum projects, and a lot of some other ones like Harmony One should actually be in the conversation because all these do actually have the technology and they're gathering TVL. All you really have to do is go to like DeFi Llama and look at the top TVL locked chains. And I believe like those would actually be very, very good candidates to replace Ethereum. So that's my thoughts on it. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.